big dreamers. Wow, it has been a crazy day. It's like 11:30 p.m. Um, wow, crazy day. So Katie Ryan's here. I'm just gonna go over a few things, mindset-wise, that I learned specifically today. So I'm excited to upload this video. This morning, I went rollerblading and I fell pretty bad on my ass on the Venice boardwalk. And I learned that, I thought everyone's eyes are on me, and it was like a pretty bad fall. Like I fell so bad on my butt and my legs went up in the air, and it was like I was going decently fast, and like it really hurt my butt. And like the first thing I did, I was like, I'm okay. And honestly, like not even that many people saw. And there was like a guy who was skateboarding past was like, ooh, that looks like it hurt. And he was like the only one that said anything to me because I was able to like get back up pretty quickly. And the lesson I learned from that was that like we think that everyone's eyes are on us, but the reality is that like not really. Like nobody really cares what we're doing. Like let's just like keep moving forward. And like I feel like I've been inspiring a lot of people learning how to rollerblade. Like I'm not very good at it, and people are always like, you got it, like keep going, like yeah, you're so inspiring, like oh my gosh. And like I feel like it's way more cool and awesome to like try something new and like be a noob at it and like suck at stuff and like keep going and keep getting up than like feel really like people are watching you when you fall. Because the truth is that people are gonna see you when you're doing really well also. So it's really inspiring to fall and get back up instead of feeling like embarrassed when you fall, just with all kinds of things in life. This has to do with like giving presentations or like taking risks with a lot of different things with like your job or whatever. Like if you fail, like it's okay. Like nobody cares. Nobody's eyes are on you. Like just keep going. You know what I mean? And the second thing I learned from my fall was that you never know when you're gonna fall. And like in this life, unexpected things happen, and it's usually when you're like, I was like really flowing. I was like, oh, I got this, and all of a sudden there was like a pocket in the sidewalk that totally tripped me up. And we can't live our lives in fear. Like I can't be rollerblading in fear all the time, being like, am I gonna fall? Am I gonna fall? Am I gonna fall? Like that's just ridiculous and exhausting. And like I invite us all to like go after life, and just like with a view that like sure, we're gonna fall, whatever, like let's just let it be, and whatever comes, let it, whatever goes, let it. And yeah, basically it's also just like how we react to the fall. So it's not necessarily the fall itself, but like the reaction around it. Like what's the aftermath? Do you feel bad about yourself? Like what goes on around that? And just like noticing how we react to things is really interesting. And then lastly, I was listening to Dustin Thomas, and Dustin Thomas, absolutely amazing. One lyric that stood out to me today while I was like jamming, while I was rollerblading, was the only way to free your pain is to feel your pain. And this is like a pretty common theme that I've been having lately, of like being afraid to express how I feel, and being afraid to like show people that I'm in pain or that I'm upset or anything like that. And I'm gonna mention this again later in this video, but like it's really necessary to voice how we feel and like set boundaries and stand up for ourselves and know that we are important enough to like be heard. And that feeling our pain and like allowing ourselves to process pain, whether it be like physical or mental or emotional pain, is like the only way to be free from it. And if we keep burying it, it's just gonna create honestly a toxic environment in our body and lead to disease and back pain and stress. And like it's really beneficial to like really actually allow ourselves to fall, allow ourselves to feel pain, allow ourselves to feel sadness and all of it. Just let it all come. With that, I also want to say that the fire alarm was being tested throughout the yoga class that I went to today, and it taught me to like stay calm and breathe through all of it. Like, this was real yoga. It was the best yoga class ever, because it's like when a fire alarm is going off, you would think that would ruin the yoga class, but it actually forced us all to like really like tune in more and notice that in this life it's never going to be absolutely perfect. Like, just like you never know when you're going to fall, like unexpected turbulence and challenges will always come up. It's really about how we react, and noticing that we can stay calm and react in a beneficial, like productive way. And that reminded me, like with the fire alarms going off, once they stopped going off, I all of a sudden had such a deep appreciation for the music and the silence and the sound of my breath. And like these things, we can appreciate them. And it's funny how the contrast of the fire alarm helped me appreciate these things. And I invite you to notice what's going on that's working so well in your body and in your life, that like just try to notice it. Like, do notice it. Like, there's no try. You are going to notice. Like, let's together. Like, the fact that we have this technology that you can hear my voice, like, this is so amazing. And if this was taken away from us, all of a sudden we would probably be really grateful for it. You know what I mean? So let's decide to appreciate things now. Appreciate the things that are working. So often I feel like people are talking about what's not working, what, you know, trying to improve things, trying to strive for things, when right now there's so many miracles and so much to appreciate. So like, try and think of what contrast there isn't and or maybe there is, and like appreciate what is working right now. I hope that made sense. And lastly, I want to say, what do you stand for? Please comment below. What do you stand for? And recently I had an experience where I felt a little sexually harassed, honestly. And I decided that I stand up for myself. Like, I stand for myself. And like, there's obviously a lot of things that I stand for, but in this video, I want to remind you that, just like I said earlier, as far as like the only way to free your pain is to feel your pain. Like, I don't really know how this is all tying together, honestly, but I feel like it's really important to set boundaries and voice our intentions with people and voice our intentions with situations. Set boundaries and like say no to things, and like, it's like we don't have to be everybody's best friend all the time. And like, this is a lesson that I'm learning right now as like somebody who is like, I love killing people with kindness and being very forgiving. Like, I just feel like I have so much love to give, and love is like so healing. And it's hard for me to set boundaries, honestly. Like, I feel like it's hard for me to say no. Like, I love being super helpful, and I'm learning to stand for myself. And I just want to say that like, we are not victims of our reality, and everything that goes on, we can certainly like, okay, somebody's coming to the door. Yeah, so this is just a reminder that we do have control of how things pan out in situations, and like, we need to like stand up for ourselves and use our voices and just like, so that's that message. Like, please leave your comments below. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now, and like, there's a lot of injustice and overall harassment, that if there's any way that you think that I could contribute to like making this world a better place, contributing to those things, like, I wish I knew what more I could do to fight against the injustice right now. Like, please comment below. I would love to get more involved. I honestly like feel really bad. I don't really know what to do with myself. And lastly, of course, I definitely stand up for a healthier body and a healthier world, like putting our money where our mouth is. So yeah, comment below, what do you stand for? Thank you so much. I hope that you learned something beneficial from this video, and have an incredible life. Bye.